Good day, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Private Lions. This is me, Zai, and the co-host.
And I'm Dean. Thank you for watching our previous episode. Today we want to touch about common misconception about owning private property.
What is the meaning of misconception?
Okay, people were taught that private property is beyond reach, unaffordable, only for the rich. It's too expensive to enter now. Or is it worth spending this money? What's your thought about that?
Something similar. Of course, for us, the most important thing before in committing a hefty price tag is always to understand one's financial. So this is where today, with our clients, most of the time, we normally adopt this signature strategy of us, which we call module strategy. It's actually a concept of financial planning for couples or for current homeowners who wish to upgrade to private property. So this is where intensively we will always see their finance status.
Sorry, what strategy again?
Module strategy.
Model strategy. You want to elaborate more about what is the model strategy?
Okay, module strategy is basically a concept, a method that we have successfully upgrade a couple of our clients for the last 2 to 3 years to upgrade to a bigger property, or if not, a private property. So it consists of financial planning for how a person can safely upgrade, and also to ensure that in the event if one of the owners is retrenched or not being able to work, this is where with this strategy that we have, it ensures that they have at least 2 years to sustain or to hold that particular property. Okay, just to add on, today people always think about just buying a property. But for us, we always want to ensure that not only on the buying, but how we can, buy and hold. Because today, when you buy a private property especially, is how long that buyer can actually wait.
Okay, they ask, do someone need to be rich to own a private property?
Okay, the definition of rich is depending on what context.
Oh, Singapore, there are a few level of richness.
Yeah, true.
Alright, maybe we can start from the bottom level, normal, low income, subsequently go to the middle income, then upper middle income, high income earners, then ultra high net worth incomes. Okay, we don't talk about ultra high net worth individual lah. That one, they're talking about GCBs, all the high end properties, 8-digit property, 8-digit value properties lah. They eyeing on for they are on other level. So we're talking about middle income. Normally middle income, we're talking about combined income about 10,000, 15 to 20. They afford to buy a private property.
Okay, it can be an EC also lah.
Yes, of course. And also we're talking about, let's say middle income. Not say if lower middle income, higher middle income, lower middle income. It doesn't matter. We have to calculate, like, as much as you buy a HDB. For entry level, buying a property in Singapore is by HDB. There's a calculation for it. It's based on mortgage servicing ratio based on 30% of your income. So MSR. So we're talking about private, as much as a loan. Now they reduce it to 55. To be more conservative, to be more safer, normally we calculate based on 40%, 30% to 40%. So they have more kemampuan. It become more affordable for them. Yeah, it can be more affordable for them.
Okay, so this is the beautiful thing about what our government have done to ensure that when someone buys a property in Singapore, it must be affordable for them. So like what you mentioned, MSR and also TDSR. Of course, just to repeat again, for EC, it consists of MSR and TDSR. For private, it's TDSR. So this is where, if let's say you do not, I'm a buyer together with my wife, I cannot achieve, after my TDSR, I cannot achieve, or the loan amount is just substantiate to this amount, then I cannot afford to buy a private property. So this is where this guideline given by MAS was actually brilliant to ensure that when a person commits or purchases a private property, they are more or less ready. So what we do to add on is basically to look into the finances, into their savings, into their spending habits, their saving habits, just to ensure that why other people can do it, why not them? But of course, this is intensively when we meet clients, we go through that method to ensure it's not just, okay, I see this beautiful condominium, I just want to purchase because my loan is as this much amount, I can buy.
Yeah. To add on about model strategy, how we calculate is it's not just we just calculate the affordability. Let's say 1.5 million, how much need to put the 5% down payment, 20% from CPF, the 25% down payment, then plus the stamp duty. Not only that, we also have the emergency funds that we compute for them also, so that in case of emergency, that's why they call it emergency fund, reserve fund.
Or crisis fund.
So in case, and this fund, we advise client not to use it, not to touch it until there's a crisis coming. So to sustain the monthly installment, to sustain the affordability, the crisis fund to be whole for long, is really for the crisis fund.
Yeah, which is actually, I would say, one of the safer approach for most people who actually consulted with us. There are certain examples. For example, I think 3 years ago, there was actually a young couple who wanted to purchase their first property. So they were actually considering the resale market, HDB or BTO, and they inquired through my DM, which is to actually understand how they can actually purchase their first property in 4 or 5 years time. So this is where in the early consultation, I dig deep to understand what is their salary, what are their saving habits, what are their spending habits, and also to guide and plan them if they want to buy their first EC, for example, how they can actually achieve that 5%. Because you see, it's actually a 3 years to 4 years. And gladfully, I would say they are proud owner of Piermont Grand.
So to know more about how you can upgrade to private property, EC, private condo, do contact us at the link below.